Building a fully automated wealth management stack is a game changer. But how did I manage to do this without burning hours every week or getting stuck with tools that don't really fit my needs? Let me take you through exactly how I built it, and by the end of this video, you'll see how you can implement it for yourself. Trust me, you don't want to miss the last part. There's one critical mistake most people make that can make or break your setup. Let's dive into the core strategy. The first thing I did was identify the major pillars of wealth management: asset allocation, portfolio tracking, risk management, and automation of the entire process. Now, most of the tools out there are fragmented. You have one for tracking, another for analyzing, and maybe something else for rebalancing. But that's a nightmare when you want everything to talk to each other. I wanted a streamlined, integrated stack. So I looked at some of the top financial tools and asked myself, what's the core feature I need, and what's just fluff? After some trial and error, I chose a combination of software that was simple, effective, and most importantly, scalable. And yes, I'll share these tools in a bit. But first, let's talk about automation, because that's where the real magic happens. I wanted a system where I could set things up once and let it run itself. No need to constantly check back. This meant using a mix of portfolio management tools that integrate with my brokerage accounts and other financial platforms, while also setting up triggers to adjust my allocations based on market movements. That's right, everything running in the background without me lifting a finger. For example, I use a tool that automatically rebalances my portfolio based on my desired risk profile. When the market shifts, this tool nudges things in the right direction. No need to manually go in and adjust everything. Now, this is something that most people miss. You want the tools to work together, but you also need them to have the right level of flexibility. You don't want to be locked into rigid setups that can't adjust when needed. But the automation didn't stop there. I also integrated my wealth management stack with a smart notification system. This means I'm only alerted when something significant happens. Think of it as having a personal financial assistant who gives you a heads up when things are about to shift, but doesn't bug you with unnecessary notifications. And here's the kicker. I've avoided the biggest pitfall most people fall into with these systems. They rely too heavily on out-of-the-box templates that claim to be all-inclusive, but they're often too complex or too simplistic. I had to tweak things to suit my personal needs. This was crucial to ensuring my stack ran smoothly over time. The customization is what turned the system from something useful into something truly powerful. Now, let me share with you the tools I'm using. First, I found a portfolio management platform that integrates with almost every major brokerage. It gives me a consolidated view of all my accounts, and I get to see everything in one place. Then, for risk management, I use a tool that analyzes my holdings and automatically suggests adjustments to keep things aligned with my risk tolerance. And for automation, I have a custom setup that uses APIs and webhooks to link everything together. But here's the key takeaway. If you're building your own automated wealth management stack, don't just rely on the software you see advertised everywhere. Make sure you can customize it to your needs. It's easy to get stuck with flashy marketing, but remember, no one's incentivized to tell you the full truth about these tools, especially when they're getting affiliate commissions. So if you got value from this, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. I'm here to provide content that isn't driven by hidden affiliate commissions, just honest insights. If you want to see more tips on building a sustainable wealth strategy, stay tuned for future videos.